All right, my lovelies. It's still Monday, June 3rd, 2019. Post-market wrap-up. What a day. For more reasons than one. As a matter of fact, let's start off with this. How many of you recall a couple of days ago, I did a video where I played my own guitar, a few bars of Stairway to Heaven. I sang a few bars of Stairway to Heaven. It was all nice, right? Well, I got a copyright infringement for that. But let's think of this. So pretty much all day long, if you're watching the financial channels, especially CNBC, they're talking about Boeing stock. They actually had the CEO of Boeing on their show today. Now, this guy, let's keep this in mind, the CEO of Boeing knew that there was a problem with the MAX 8 jet. And because of that, hundreds of people are now dead. How come he's not under arrest? Why are no charges pending against that man? I mean, that's criminal negligence, the definition of. But this guy here gets a copyright infringement for playing a few bars on my own guitar, using my own voice of Stairway to Heaven. That guy murders hundreds of people. And that's okay. Look, it just shows you what's going on. Boeing, as I have said before, is part of the government. They can do whatever they want. And speaking of that, let's talk about again. Let's go back to the markets. So we had a market all over the place today, all up and down, up triple digits, down triple digits. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was everywhere. We finished at the flat line with regard to the Dow, S&P a little bit in the negative. Nasdaq took the biggest hit of them all. The bond market, people, the bond freaking market is a freak show. That's all I have to say. Now, there was one point today where a story got floated out on CNBC, and they said, oh, China and Mexico want to talk. That was enough to stop the bleeding in the markets. At that point, the Dow was down triple digits. It made an instantaneous rebound and then started to sell off again. It's fake news. Hashtag fake news, okay? This was a propping up attempt which worked temporarily. But look, here's the story, and it's glaring in our freaking faces. If they don't do something with the bond market, we're going to face an implosion moment, and that's what this is here. You know, I don't know. I was thinking about cats and 9 lives and the stock market. It's like, you know, maybe the stock market has 9 lives. Maybe the stock market's on its 9th life right now, because all this would do. Look, we heard from what the heck is his name? Bullard today, Fed President Bullard, and he's like, a rate cut is coming soon. Market loved to hear it initially. That's part of the roller coaster ride. Market liked that, went up, went back down. That fake story got floated out, up, back down. So a lot of effort here going on. You know, the good cop, bad cop, no, everyone's a good cop. Barclays, the bank, is now calling for a 75 basis point cut to the federal funds rate. An initial 50, they must be watching me. And then followed up by a 25. Again, understand where we are. The market is an addict. The stock market is a drug addict, and without another fix, which is going to get from the president and the Federal Reserve, that's it. Implosion, 9 lives don't matter. There'll be no more lives for this market, period. And all it's going to be is a Band-Aid anyway. To continue to prop things up, rob the middle class. No one's speaking out against it. No one's talking to their senators about it. It won't matter anyway. I mean, look, just look at Boeing here. This guy murders hundreds of people, criminally negligent. Nothing happens to him, but I get a copyright infringement because I play a few bars of Stairway to Heaven. You can see there's 2 worlds here. There's them and there's us. And we are about to get royally screwed again. Understand how this is going to play out. A rate cut is a lock, like I said the other day. 50 basis points, I think, is now an absolute certainty. What else is going to happen? More quantitative easing. What is that going to do? It's going to hurt the dollar, and a weaker dollar is stock market positive, although it robs your purchasing power. Think about it. It takes more weaker dollars to buy anything, even shares of stock. You understand? It's such a game, and we know what they're going to do before they do it. It's laughable. They think that we don't see the big picture, but of course we do, and that's why we've been able to call this, I mean, literally, with an uncanny accuracy. It's the truth. So here's the next step. There's something else that you're not hearing about, but you will be soon. So we understand that there's all these issues with the European banks. We're hearing about the Asian banks. Not too much here about what's going on with regard to the mega banks here in the United States, because they're swallowing up the regional banks. How many of you even are aware of that? Okay, probably not. But here's the situation. So a rate cut is a lock. That's going to give the market another life a little bit. Quantitative easing, I would say, is pretty much a lock, because they got to dilute the dollar. They want a weak dollar. The president himself says he likes the dollar weak. So you can imagine we're going to get another hit of quantitative easing that's going to hurt the dollar. Stock market positive. Doesn't matter what it does to you at all, or me. We don't matter. Zero. That's what we matter. So we got rate cut, we got quantitative easing, and then you, unless you start speaking out, and I'd be willing to bet maybe 5% of you are going to do it, are going to be forced to recapitalize the banks. Just like last time in Deutsche Bank ain't collapsing. I keep getting, people write to me every day, oh boy, Deutsche Bank's going to collapse, going to bring the market down. I'm sorry I have to laugh. No, we're going to bail them out too. And why not? We bailed everybody out last time. You think that they're going to just let this go this time? Absolutely not. This is not real. This is not a free market anymore. The middle class subsidizes everything. That's what we do. That's what we are here for. Period. So get wise to it. Deutsche Bank ain't failing. No way. If they got to get a bail-in, no matter what's going to happen, if they have to divide up assets between the other banks for which you are going to be forced to capitalize, recapitalize, that's what's going to happen. Period. I mean, do you think this is a game that you are going to win? If you do, you are drinking the Kool-Aid hardcore. And it's spiked with some serious stuff. There's no way. The middle class always loses. Period. I really hope you're hip to this now. And they understand that a fraction of you are going to sit here and make any kind of noise about it. No, because you're supposed to fall in line. Just like we do all the time. Me? No, I'm trying to do something about it. That's why I'm out here. And I'd be willing to bet there's a lot of you who follow this blog who are also trying to do something about it too. But the vast majority, they're going to sit back and take it deep, deep in the heart of the gabagool. All right, so anyway, I make jokes as I go along, and I draw silly pictures, and I make, silly comments, but what did I say here in this video that doesn't make 100% sense to you? Have I said anything here that's just so abstract? That's just, I can't believe Greg said that. Oh no. All right, then before I go off the deep end, which I have been known to do from time to time, please share this video. Please get it out here. And like I said in my last video from this morning, make a difference in not just your own life, in other people's lives, and it'll come back to you. It really will. You will feel happy and fulfilled. And, even if you fail at trying to make a positive difference in society, even if you fail, at least you tried. And that means something. It means something, all right? This guy, I don't know about the kitty here. I don't know about the kitty. But this guy loves you. It's the truth. with that said, I'll see you in the morning. Again, please share this video if it makes sense to you. Get it out there. And those thumbs up always make me happy too. I will see you in the morning.